I came to walk the Nakasendō, Japan's legendary mountain trail, but what I didn't expect was where the path would lead me. This is a story about the trail I planned and the town I never meant to find. The Nakasendō once connected Kyoto to Tokyo, over 300 miles through the mountains, passing through 69 post towns. For me, the journey begins here. Nakatsugawa, a quiet place nestled between Gifu and Nagano, where the countryside begins to take over. The skies feel bigger here. The mountain air crisp. It feels far away, without being out of reach. This is my home for the next 3 nights, a place to pause before I set out. The next morning, I started in Magome, a beautifully restored post town that was once a vital stop along the Nakasendō, once a lifeline for lords, merchants, and messengers passing through for centuries. Today, walking through it feels like stepping through time. I set out towards Tomoko, another post town about 3 hours away by foot. Every turn on the trail feels like stepping deeper into history. The landscape shifts constantly, from quiet forests to open fields, from stone steps to winding paths. The trail isn't without its challenges, though. But like any good adventure, it's the people you meet along the way that stay with you. Meet Owaki-san. For nearly 30 years, he's cheerfully greeted travelers as they pass, opening his garden to anyone who stops by. As long as you follow a few simple rules, he's not responsible for your disappointment, but you won't be. It's a stop you don't expect, and a laugh you won't forget. Eventually, I did reach Tomoko, and I wish I could show it to you, but somewhere along the trail, I lost the rest of the footage from that day. I didn't know it at the time, but that's the strange thing about memory. We don't always get to choose what we keep. I still had one extra day, so I went off the trail, west, into the mountains of Gifu. The locals spoke of a legendary castle hidden deep in the trees, seemingly forgotten by time. At the top sits the ruins of Iwamura Castle. For nearly 700 years, it stood watch from this mountain, once the highest castle in Japan. But what sets it apart isn't just where it stood, but who stood there. This was once the domain of Lady Otsuya, one of the few women in Japanese history to command a castle. She led, resisted, and defied expectations. And in the end, she was betrayed, overthrown by her own nephew, Oda Nobunaga, the ruthless warlord who would go on to unify Japan and reshape its future. The fall of Iwamura marked the end of her reign, but not her legacy. It lives on, in the most unlikely places. Few visitors make it out here. A local told me this town isn't used to being seen, and walking through it, I felt that. The streets are lined with Edo-era buildings, untouched by modern life. You won't find any chains, convenience stores, or crowds here. Many of the shops look like they haven't changed in decades. It's a beautiful preservation of history, but also a quiet reminder of what's been lost. There's still one place here where the past feels very much alive. Just off the main street sits Iwamura Brewery, a business that stood for over 200 years, one of the oldest in the region, still run by the same family today. Their most well-known sake is called Onna Joshu, meaning Lady Castle Lord, a tribute to Lady Otsuya. Past the storefront, the hallway feels like a museum, walls lined with artifacts from another time, and the floorboards salvaged from Iwamura Castle ruins. In the back, a quiet garden. Spring water still flows there, the same water they use to brew their sake. And tucked just behind that is where it's all made. It felt like a small sanctuary, and a reminder that the past isn't gone. It's still here, in the quiet corners, waiting to be found. I came here to walk the Nakasendō, but fate had other plans. Iwamura wasn't on my map, but it left a mark. Maybe that's what this whole trip is about. In the end, it's not just where you go, it's what stays with you. The clearest moments aren't always the ones that we capture, they're the ones we carry. And maybe losing footage from part of the trail is just one more reason to come back.